That's what the Indian Navy is. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes, Indian Navy. So we have just seen three, four different pictures, which are very good and related to create an environment, right? Or that will uh, take you into this particular scene, right? So ships, right? Yes, obviously this is telling you, or this is giving you the message about its rank in the world as far as its strength is concerned. So seventh largest navy in the world, right? That is of Indian Navy's beauty is. This is what another slide I have inserted, right? Which I just said in yesterday's stage, right? So you can consider in this particular case, right? So about the history of the starting of Navy. So you know that at that time, dominance of ours, right, which started with the ascent of Kanuji Angre, and he repeatedly attacked the colonial powers of Britain as well as Portugal. Right? So he was aided by naval commanders. Right? So and he further continued to capture and defeat the European ships, and this is what we do have in the beginning of Navy, or this is really what we can consider is about the Navy, but it was not that much you can consider, let's say, in a sense of um, calling it as Navy of any of the kinds of or any of the country, right? So actually what we came to know that it was established by Britain, right? But the truth is that already we had Navy. Fine. Anyway, so this particular armed force which is being established by was uh, when we were in the colony, right, was called as, or rather it is called as right now as Indian Navy, but at that time it was called as Royal Indian Navy, right? It is also known as Bharatiya Nausena, right? So already you know that it's a one of the branches, three branches of armed forces. Yes, in terms of personnel, again, you just can you can just keep in mind this particular uh, point that will be uh, in terms of the, yes, in terms of personnel, it's fifth largest. Okay, operating including aircraft and all these things. Yes, this was the point what I was correlating with the establishment by Britain, right? That is what Royal Indian Marine, right? But after 1934 it was known as Indian Navy. So that's what you can have as an introduction. So may the ocean god be auspicious unto us, or unto us, that is Sha no Varunaha, right? So that is the motto of Indian Navy. A great said by Jawaharlal Nehru: to be secure on land, we must be supreme at the sea. And this has been witnessed in different wars, particularly in the Bangladesh liberation or 1971's war. Right. Okay. Insignia, right, of Indian Navy. in which you can have this particular structure, logo of Indian Navy. This is the flag of Indian Navy. And another point you can consider, which is being called as naval jack, right? So it is closely correlated with the fin flash, which is being placed on aircraft, helicopter, or let's say the equipments which we are using in the Air Force, right? So that is what? That is nothing but the identification about India's equipments. Chief of Naval Staff, right? The current Chief of Naval Staff, right? Admiral Sunil Lamba. These are some of the, let's say, participations by Indian Navy. So very first one you can consider, right? In this particular case, that is of annexation of Goa, right? So bringing Goa to the India, right? Obviously, so in that particular case, the along with Indian Army, the Navy had also operated against the Portuguese Navy, right? Secondly, a Indo-Pakistan War of 1971, which is also called as Liberation of Pakistan, Bangladesh, or you can consider the creation of Bangladesh, right? In this, again, Indian Navy had played a significant role. Particularly at the front of East Pakistan, that is by bombing the Karachi harbor, right? And obviously, in that particular case, Indian Navy started Operation Trident, right? And further, Indian Navy got success in blocking the Pakistani Navy in the East Pakistan only, so that they could not provide that much attention to the East Pakistan, West Pakistan. That is what the Bangladesh you can consider, right? Okay. Obviously, this is the interesting point which you will be coming to know by maybe in the next few sessions. This is what I was trying to summarize about complete Navy in a single slide, right? Just by giving the strength in the form of ships, aircrafts, active personals, which are called sailors, reservists, right? And that one. Again, to bring the environment, to bring you into the environment. So this is what the Guard of Honor at Indian Naval Academy, right? And particularly of 2012, this particular picture is. So another beautiful point which you can consider by or in the form of these beautiful ladies who are serving the nation in the Navy. Fine. So this is.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Sunil Lamba is not current naval staff.
Sorry. Yes, exactly.
He
Right.
retires in
Yeah,
2019.
yes. It's true. So you rest of the others can note this particular point, right? That the current, I think I have put this particular matter in another slide, wherein you will come across some comparative points of all the three armed forces, wherein you will be finding out these particular say chiefs, right? Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Air Force Staff, and Chief of Naval Staff. Right. So note that correction, right? So we will fine. That's what I was talking. Yeah. From see another point you can notice that. So whatever the sheeps, right? Only some of these sheeps I tried to put here, right? So obviously it was in one of the shows. So you can consider from this side and you can come to this side. So this is what INS Ranjit, INS Jyoti, and INS Mysore. What stands for INS? Right. So obviously Ranjit, Jyoti, and Mysore. So these are the three different uh, ships you can consider. Yes, the same thing. I think this was the picture which was giving guard of honor to Honorable President Ramnath Kovind when he had gone to attend one of the functions, right? So at that time, this is what the strength of Indian Navy was presented in front of Honorable President of India. Right, very recently, I think this has been happened. Another point you can consider, right? In fact, there are two beauties in this one, right? One is itself in, let's say, guard of honor, and second one is that leaders you can see, right? Oh, at the back you can see there are gentlemen, whereas these two ladies are guiding, right, or commanding this particular contingent. Right? So this is what you can again consider, or you need to pay attention at this particular points as well. So yes, I think that was the last slide we have considered. Now some of the things I will add, and then we may get switched to another point. So like Indian Army and Indian Air Force is having their commands, right? Likewise, Indian Navy is also having its own commands. Only thing is that each of earlier two were having how many total number of commands were there in Indian Army and Indian Navy? Number? Those who are attending the session from very first day, any one of you? How many?
Sir, in Indian Army there are 7.
7. Fine. And as far as Air Force is concerned?
Sir, 5, I think.
What about functional and maintenance commands, operational commands, and the training command and let's say
Yes,
maintenance
sir.
command? So altogether, how many it will
5.
be? So again, it will be
Yes, sir.
all are
5.
5,
No, sir. There are total 7. 2 functional
yes,
commands.
right? So you can consider 5 different operational commands and 2 functional commands, right? Which are let's say looking different operations, right, or having different responsibilities. So altogether 7 plus 7. In fact, 6 plus 1 and 5 plus 2, right? So altogether you can have 7 plus 7 plus, now you will be coming across 3, right, in this particular case. So here you have the very first command, that is what the say the Western Naval Command, right? So now see the Western Naval Command, if I say, so where should be its what headquarter, right? So if you consider at the western side, right, or if you consider the western part of the country, right, so it is Mumbai. So headquarter is at Mumbai. So Western Naval Command you can have Mumbai. Again, these are called the operational commands, right? And altogether these are three operational. There are 3 operational commands. Fine. So that is what you can consider. Fine. Now, this case, these commands is of the rank of vice admiral. So admiral and then vice admiral. That point you can note as like lieutenant general is commanding the commands in Indian Army, and air marshal is uh, commanding the command in Indian Air Force. Likewise, here the vice admiral is commanding the naval command. Right. So first one is the Western Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Obviously, that is in our state. Next one is the Eastern Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Vishakhapatnam. Right. So you can consider Eastern Naval Command. So obviously you will be thinking that exactly by the directions it should be somewhere in the eastern states, or at the last you can consider it would be in the West Bengal. But as far as the facilities in the are related to the sea, right? So you can consider always these things. Fine. So just don't judge these by only the uh, directions, right? Again, there are some things which are always involved in this. So as far as that particular one is concerned, right? So that is what you will be having at Visakhapatnam. Right? Where is the Visakhapatnam? In which state?
Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, right. So Eastern Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Visakhapatnam in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Last operational command.
Southern.
Yes. Third and the last one, that is Southern Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Kochi. So you can consider this is in the south direction of the country, right? So and it is by the name again you can consider it is justifying. So Southern Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Kochi. Where it is?
Sir, in Kerala.
Yes. So Southern Naval Command, whose headquarters is at Kochi in the state of Kerala. So these are the three naval commands which Navy is having. So 7 plus 7 plus 3, altogether these many commands you have to always keep in mind, right? Because this is the strength what we can have, right?
Sir,
And then
sir,
yes.
sir, and
Mhm.
Andaman Nicobar Command in Port Blair.
See, that's what you can consider not of the Navy, right? Keep in mind, because that particular command is being operated by altogether by three armed forces, right? So that is a command which is in altogether, right? So there is you will finding altogether Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and Indian Navy, right? So that is what the slight difference in Andaman Nicobar command is. No doubt there is again another command you can consider, but large control is in the hands of Navy, because it is completely surrounded by the water. So that would be the point. But as such, its actual control is not of one armed force. It is of all three armed forces. Wait, I forgot what I wanted to discuss. Anyway, okay. Yes, this is the part. I will not be going now in detail, right? I have just put it into table form, and I can just rush through these things, because some other day we will be seeing separately these particular points. Whatever we have done in Air Force, that sort of approach will not be followed in this one, right? So uh, within a short time I will wrap up all these things. So already now most of these names are known to you, right? So orientation in the sector of aircrafts, helicopters, AWACS, let's say training aircrafts, that has been done. Still you can consider some of the things. Obviously, same things. Aircraft will be there. It is of what origin? It is for what type of being that particular aircraft is, and the quantity in the service, right? Particularly, you can consider in the Indian Navy. So MiG-29. So already we have considered this, right? Which is made up of or manufactured by Russia, right? And its origin is Russian. Later on, it was also being you know manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It's a multi-role, so it can be used for any kind of purpose. It can be used for fighting purpose. It can be used for, let's say, transport. It can be used for paratroopers, migration, right? So all kinds of things. That is what you can have, right, in a heading called multi-role. And here is the number which currently in the services, right, of Indian Navy. Next one is AWACS. As far as AWACS is concerned, you can have here CAMO, right? So in fact, CAMO K31, so which again of the Russian origin, right? So it's basically a helicopter, right? You can consider. And now is a yes, what I said, it is basically a military helicopter, right? Originally developed by Soviet Navy, right? And obviously now we are having it in our service. So this is what the helicopter which is having the early warning radar system, right? So it is either rotating or folded and stored under the fused. So that is what you can consider as far as AWACS is concerned, right? So basically the helicopter, but it is of this particular category, right? Now here you can have these many in the service, right? The next one is maritime patrol, right? So for the purpose of we are using, so the fighter jet, you are using this one as for patrolling. Obviously it is जसं हवाई टहळणी केली जाते by Indian Air Force, let's say helicopters or aircrafts. Likewise, here it is maritime patrolling is being done, and for that purpose, these many 4 different aircrafts are being used. So Boeing P-8, Ayushin first, Ayushin second 38, right? Already we have seen that were 72 and 78. So don't get confused with these things, right? Dornier 228 and Britain Norman BN2. In fact, this Britain Norman is BN2, right? So Boeing P-8 is of United States origin, right? Which is being used for the patrolling purpose, right? Then Ayushin Ayushin second 38, which is of Soviet Union origin, which is again used for the purpose of patrolling. Dornier 228, this is of Germany's origin, right? Which is being used for patrolling. Another word is called surveillance, right? In fact, the military word is nothing but the patrolling. So 25 such aircrafts are there in the service of Indian Navy. And BN2 originated by United Kingdom, which is being used for the purpose of utility and patrolling as well, right? So utility, it can be used for bombing, it can be used for let's say as a fighter, right? So that kind of thing, but main purpose is to surveil or to have patrolling, right? So such kinds of aircrafts are 10 in number who are servicing in the Indian Navy. Next are helicopters. Again, 5 different kinds of helicopters. I think one of these helicopters maybe yesterday or maybe in the day before yesterday's session, I have just shown you, which is called uh, Indian Navy version, right? So you will be having these different helicopters. So HAL Dhruva, right, which is obviously made, designed and developed by India, right, which is of the purpose of utility, right? So the number is who are serving the Indian Navy. Kamo K-27, again Russian origin, right? Westland Sea King. This is the name of a helicopter. Westland Sea King, right? Uh, whose origin is of United Kingdom, right? Again, it is being used for let's say utility, right? And 31 is their strength. HAL Chetak. So this is what you can consider, right? HAL Chetak. I think that was the this is what about which I talked, right? HAL Chetak, which is obviously its origin is France, right? But here you can consider right now we are let's say okay, HAL Chetak, which is whose origin is of France, right? It is being used for the purpose of utility. And last one is SH-60, called SH-60 Seahawk, right? Which is originated by United States. Fine. So that is what you will be having in this particular section, right? Another point, right? Just to continue, and you can now end up with this one. For the purpose of training, right? So there are some trainer aircraft which are being used, no doubt MiG-29, but MiG-29 of different version. Again, you just keep in mind, right? Not what in the earlier slide you have seen, right? For the basic training you can consider. So MiG-29, which is whose origin is of Russia. For the purpose of training, it is being used, right? So such 8 such types of aircrafts are being used, right? Or they are in the service. BAE Hawk, another trainer aircraft called Jet Trainer, which is originated by United Kingdom. Such 17 aircrafts are in the service of Indian Navy. And HAL Kiran. So you can just by see there will be a trick. Just by these names only you can understand who has developed or who has originated these particular equipments, aircrafts, right? Or let's say helicopters. So HAL Kiran, obviously it is designed and developed by India. Again, it is a jet trainer, right? So 20 such kinds of trainer aircrafts are in the service of Indian Navy. Unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. So 5 such kinds of UAVs are there in the service of Indian Navy. So IAI Heron. So IAI, it will tell you about Israel's, right, aerospace industry or that particular agency, which is being used for the purpose of surveillance. Again, IAI Searcher, right, used whose origin is the it's a surveillance, which is IS structure, which is of Israel origin and being used for the purpose of surveillance, right? So that is what you can consider. Next one is the DRDO's Laksh. I think yesterday we have considered this one, right? That is called, that is of Indian origin, right? DRDO Laksh, used as a target drone. Fine. So this one. Next one is General Atomics YAMQ-9 repair, right? It is being which has origin at United States of America. It is used for the purpose of surveillance, right? That is what you can consider, right? Okay, there is a question. What is the full form of BA? So you can, okay, I will tell you. Yes, well, that's what I was trying to tell you. So it is of United origin. So obviously you can consider BAE. So it is nothing but the BAE is standing for British Aerospace, right? So this is what BAE is having, right? So British Aerospace. In fact, there are again numbers will be there, right? Different versions will be there. You can for, right? Okay. The same question is okay. That's what. Now, apart from this, there are some other things which you can consider, right? I have just put there sector names or the title names, right? I will be rushing through these things because I have planned not to cover these things in this particular session or in the continuation of this particular topic. So very first one is the submarines. So as like the table of the aircrafts, helicopters, unmanned aerial vehicles, AWACS, right, trainer aircrafts you have seen. Likewise, there will be some submarines, right? There are some submarines which you can see, right? So I have just put this particular word, all the types of submarines, right? And this is what the real strength of Indian Navy. So obviously we are going to see this particular section in detail as like what we have done in the aircrafts, but not right now or may not be in the nearest future, right? Because we will be having some another sessions related to say training institutions, right? Or how to enter into these armed forces, right? Related to that particular topic, you will be knowing some, or you will be having some sessions. So submarines, all the kinds of submarines, right? So that would be the point. Another one is the weapon systems, right? I think just to give you an idea, some of these pictures I have just put in next 3-4 slides. There you will be coming to know about these 4 different points which you will have in this particular slide. So weapon systems, there had been different missiles, there had been different guided missiles, there have been different guided bombs. So all these things you can find out in the weapon systems, right? For example, Agni, right? So Agni 5. So that would be the point you will consider in under the heading of weapon systems. Next one is electronic warfare and systems management. Right. Electronic warfare and the systems management. Just hold on.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Hello, sir. Your voice is not coming.
Hello, sir. Your mic is off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was having an important call. That's what I said. I just wait a moment. I don't know where you were paying that attention. Anyway, okay, there are some messages which are related to Rushikesh sir, right? The messages which are related to Mike, I have taken care of it. Anyway, yes, I was talking about weapon systems, and then okay, that's what. The next one was the electronic warfare and systems management. So in this case, what you will be coming? So you will be coming to know the drones and all these things. So that is what you will be having in this particular section. And then later on, at the last, you will be especially considering the naval satellites. Got it. So after missiles, you will be having some sort of satellites. So that is what, because see, their communication links are different, right? The frequencies are on, and obviously for that purpose, there are some sort of satellite, and that would be the point you can consider, or which is important. Right? So naval satellite. So these are the 4 different sections which you have to always pay attention. Yes, this is what I have just put to get an idea what we are going to see, right? This is not the whole thing, but you can consider, right? So Aura UCAF, right? Then this is what the ballistic missile system, right? You will be considering. Fine. I know you will be having some sort of questions just by seeing these names, what exactly this is, what is this is. But at this moment, let it be your questions with yourself, right? Shortly, we will be coming to these particular points, right, in another session. This is only to give an idea. Then HL, AMC, and FPGA, FGFA, right? So this is another point you will be having. Then Agni 6, right? I said, sorry, earlier I said 5. So these are the different things which are associating the Indian Navy. Yes. INS Vishal. Obviously, there are so many INS, right? INS Vikrant, INS Virat, INS Vishal, INS Vikramaditya, INS Ranjit, right? INS Mysore. Right? So all the things, even those even there are some of the ships who are in the museum, right, which you can call historical ships, or rather you can consider who have been retired. So that also you are going to see. And then later on, BrahMos, right? So BrahMos 2 and BrahMos Mark 2. So you can consider these things as well. So this is what altogether you will be having in the in this particular point, right? Then HL Tejas Yamk2, right? The version which is being used in the Navy, right? That is what you do have in this one. And then obviously some sort of and here you will be having the sort of submarines. So these are the different sections which you will be knowing in detail sometime later. So this is what about this is what all about Navy. Obviously, some of the comparative points which are left, but that I will be clubbing with the another section where they are more appropriate. Fine. Okay, anything which you would like to ask about this one? SAB, we are out of time, right? So if you have anything, can ask. Otherwise, we will stop here. I think there had been some questions. I don't know, some sort of